Okie dokie. Right where we left off. Well, a bit further back. It did shunt us back a bit. So I might go through that speech again.
The world is
Yep.
full of suffering. Every living organism suffers. Animals kill other animals to eat. And it always ends with death, torn apart or wasting away. This is what surrounds us. This is what's happening outside those walls every hour of every day. It's our ethical responsibility as sentient beings to lessen suffering. That's what it means to be human. To understand that it is your duty to transform this world into something better. That's what the founder meant when she said that we can turn the world into a work of art. Despite what happened to him, Byron was right. We have to keep going.
This is blasphemy. Byron was punished for failing the Founder's trials. And you want us to dig deeper? Just because you can't accept that suffering is natural and necessary?
Please, everyone, stop using the public frequency. If you want to argue, use your interface or speak in person.
Boom. I just want to get that over with so I can go in here. Oh. I can't read my things. I was going to read as we went down there later, but I guess the game has other plans. I wonder what. So I guess we'll just read them when I get to the bottom. I didn't sign anything, so my name's not anywhere. I'm just part of a secret society. That looks like an evil face. Yeah. Good fun. Good fun. Nearly there. Come on. Good to me. Let me out. Ugh. Okay. Reading time. City News. Crier. The expedition to the Founder's Island has suffered a serious setback as all contact with Byron was lost during a foray into the interior of the megastructure. Byron is assumed to be alive, but trapped within a data stream, overload, and unable to disconnect. Several sources in the government expressed a lack of surprise at this turn of events, citing the first companion's history of rash behavior. Hopefully this gets people thinking about the dangers of populism, one source told me. It's been alarming to see people suddenly falling for this utopian foolishness. The GemFX 312 is now open. Jeremy, I'm very happy to announce that the Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition is now open to visitors. Come play the 3 winning works at the Gehenna Memorial Pavilion. Aurenia, finally, can't wait. Letitia, wonderful news. I'll be attending today. Budahas, nice. Zagoran, will these be made available through the interface too? Jeremy, yes, after the exhibition is over. And we have the Optimist, Neve. The pessimist is commonly spoken of as the man in revolt. He is not. Firstly, because it requires some cheerfulness to continue in revolt, and secondly, because pessimism appeals to the weaker side of everybody, and the pessimist, therefore, drives as roaring a trade as the publican. The person who is really in revolt is the optimist, who generally lives and dies in a desperate and suicidal effort to persuade all the other people how good they are. It has been proved 100 times over that if you really wish to enrage people and make them angry, even unto death, the right way to do it is to tell them that they are all the sons of God. Jesus Christ was crucified, it may be remembered, not because of anything he said about God, but on a charge of saying that a man could in 3 days pull down and rebuild the temple. Every one of the great revolutionists, from Isaiah to Shelley, have been optimists. They have been indignant, not about the badness of existence, but about the slowness of man in realizing its goodness. The prophet who is stoned is not a brawler or a marplot. He is simply a rejected lover. He suffers from an unrequited attachment to things in general. G.K. Chesterton. Zagoran. Rip Byron. Aurenia, Rip Byron. Trinculo, TLDR. Fred, Rip Byron. Rodam. We don't know that he's dead. He may just be lost. He could still be saved. Zagoran. I was going to say something sarcastic, but you know what? In the spirit of optimism, I really hope so. Wow, they're all ready to write him off. How rude. And people are listening to him play guitar. Rihanna, Sebastian, Strahinia, and Venable. Right. We'll give the city another quick once over, because there's probably going to be more people to talk to. What was this place again? Tablets of the Founder. These, that's right. Thekla. Hi, Thekla.
Founder bless you, 1K. Now is the time of our great testing. The deceiver Byron has been slain, and we must turn away from the path of sin or suffer the same fate.
I like how all the answers are going, you're wrong, pretty much. Well, we know why, because she is a Founder diehard. This is idiocy, but I'm not about to just say that to her face. I do agree with Byron, so I'm not saying that. Let's do that.
I don't need to. Do you see any of our ancestors walking around? No? Then the truth is obvious. Mother Nature punished them for their sins. Why would I want to side with those who wish to blacken the skies and kill the oceans?
You are an extremist.
The tools of the sinner cannot be used to raise the sinner's palace. Never forget that, 1K.
Wow, I really don't like you. Religious zealots.
Hi.
Alright, Kanamakos, cool. We'll go through that again when we get to it. Oh, knew there'd be someone to talk to here. Jefferson.
Hello again, 1K. These are strange days we're living through, aren't they?
How do you mean? Why would you ask that? Of course we
It
know.
seems to me that we're slowly remembering the lessons Alexandra Drennan tried to teach us. Trying to actually live up to the legacy of our ancestors.
Let's just go with I hope so.
It's hard to believe things might really change, isn't it? But perhaps they will this time.
What would she do about the megastructure?
The same thing she'd do with any technology. Discover how it works and apply that knowledge for the common good.
Goal?
I think it would make her very, very sad.
Yep. I agree with that. I mean, I don't want
She
to ask
worked
this.
to the very last moment of her life to ensure that we had free will. I don't think she would tell us anything.
Very true.
Have a nice day.
I'll try. Big trout. Okay. It's still broken. Okay. What else do we got? 'Cause I'm definitely going to the museum last.
Welcome back, 1K.
Wonky. You look lost. Padme. Let's go see how our surfer dude is doing. He's still over here. At least we don't need to stop and read everything this time. Empanado. Thanks. Ah. Hello, dude.
Founder bless you, friend.
What do you think about the expedition so far?
I wouldn't worry too much about any of it. The Founder is an idea, a story we collectively tell ourselves. There is no truth for you to discover, and all these amazing technologies are really just more stories for us to believe or disbelieve.
Goodbye. while I'm doing this, I'll talk a little bit about the Daggerheart game. I got to look at some of the items that the players wanted to grab and price them a bit. I didn't do any like really in-depth analysis into how to price things. I did it like I do my DMing. Very much off the cuff and whatever makes the most logical sense to me. So stuff that is purely cosmetic and doesn't have far-reaching consequences, like a cloak, yeah, it's not going to be too expensive. Actually, I should probably say that. It's going to tell her the bag size changes the price, but I'll do that in a second. She wanted an infinite bag.
1K, you're back.
How have you been, Dosicles?
Let's not talk about me.
Wow.
Let's talk about that replication technology you found. You have to get hold of it, 1K. You have to. If you don't, I think I'm gonna die of loneliness. And I think this whole city's gonna slowly suffocate. I mean, do you really think the founder would have designed such a large city if she intended for us to stop at 1,000 inhabitants? That's not even enough to fill a village.
I think technically it is.
Thanks. I don't know how much longer I can go on feeling like this.
So you sound like an insult, dude. I'm gonna pet the cat. Kid. Yeah. Happy kid. Okay, let's keep going, let's keep going. I wonder if anyone's on those chairs I saw before. Can't see, but I'm heading over to the other guy that was over here. I think this is bigger. Hey dude, found you again.
1K, welcome back. Is it okay if I ask you something?
I mean, sure.
Lately, I've been feeling kind of insecure, seeing the pictures of the megastructure that your team sent. I've started wondering whether the dome is kind of pointless.
What do you mean?
The dome was meant to contain us, contain our impact. That's what the founder intended, right? But did she? If she did, why would she build the megastructure?
Maybe she changed her mind.
If that's possible, then it feels like nothing is certain anymore. I don't know where that leaves us. You could be right, though.
I should go.
Thanks for the chat. I hope you find Byron.
Alright. I hope I find him too. There's something out here. Let's go this way. As I was saying about the infinite bag, I am gonna price it variably depending on the size of the bag. And because it's currently high tension political wartime, the prizes aren't going to be cheap. Seeing as you can use an infinite bag to smuggle bombs or whatnot anywhere. I don't see anyone else out there, so I think I'm good. And we're about to do a bunch of text-based story games. Because I'm definitely doing Gehenna before I do the talk with Cornelius. Vitra. Yemith. Something along those lines. My brain still can't pass that. And we have Neve. Hey Neve. I got an achievement for coming here. I've explored New Jerusalem in its entirety. Okay. Jefferson Goldblum and the Spectre of Modernity by Rat. Another story in the much celebrated Jefferson Goldblum shared universe, originating in Gehenna. It maintains the characteristic writing style of the series but focuses on a new set of themes. Okay, so there's those stories I didn't really read in the first game. We have Ghosts of Atlantis by Corazon, a lyrical, atmospheric quasi-sequel to Atlantis, a classic work created by Lilith. The original game told the story of the inundation of the mythical island, no doubt reflecting the impending fate of the citizens of Gehenna. And we have Argument Simulator by Guta, a short, punchy work of games as commentary. Do you agree with the conclusion it suggests? Now, let's talk to Nate first, I guess.
Welcome to the Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition. Oh, it's you, 1K. Please tell me, you were there when everything went sideways. Do you think Byron will be all right?
If we find him, he'll be fine.
Oh, Byron, always getting into trouble. He's been like that for 1,000 years, you know. But losing him would be terrible. But anyway, you've come to take a well-deserved break from your expedition. So let's talk about something else.
What's Gehenna?
Gehenna was a place in the simulation. A prison where Elohim exiled the minds that didn't fit his plans. In time, the prison became a community with a culture of its own.
What happened to them?
In the very last moments of the simulation, Elohim realized what he'd done and sent his messenger Uriel to free the prisoners. They were uploaded to the gold disc, and their legacy is part of all of us.
Alright, why text adventures?
Text adventures were one of the few art forms available to the people of Gehenna. By continuing to work in that medium, we keep their memory alive.
How do you see the role of the artist in society?
I don't think the role of the artist should be reduced to any single social function. The artist isn't an educator or a moralist. Art isn't about teaching us lessons or imparting values. Nor do I think it's simply self-expression. The best art reaches out beyond the self, into something ineffable. The creative impulse can't really be quantified or predicted. That's why artistic freedom is so profoundly essential. Without the freedom to shock, to offend, to transgress, art becomes stagnant.
It might just be the accent or her diction, but she reminds me of Professor McGonagall. Thanks. Let's do... I'm also not going to read out through these, I'll just play through them, because that'd be way too much reading. Alright. Start. It's a Velociraptor, cool. Speak to Frankie Soy Sauce. There's a klaxon. Shut it off. Shoot it. I'm a pacifist now. What? I'll guess the password. Guess again. Play my guitar, I guess. Okay. Ask why it's blaring. Check the findings. Take action. No time for questions. For coffee. Come on, Frankie. Go to the islands. Asking for help. Go to the mountains. For John. Summon the deer of God. Explain. Ask for your help. This is probably the answer, but let's go to this one. Hey! I got the deer god's help. Enter the mechanical lair. I'm your father and your mother. Clarify. And I'm a pacifist now, so why would I attack? Attack anyway. I'll use the antler. Hey, we did it. I won. I'll take the win. Now, is Atlantis? Yes, go to Atlantis. Let's go. Begin my pilgrimage. Oh, farmlands. I remember that one. It goes to the farmer. Sure. Ask the farmer to join me. The farmer loved adventures. Let's go to the tip of the owl. Goes to the scientist. Outrage should not prevent compassion. Cool. To the Lost Shore. There's a poet here. Okay. Continue. Join me. To their broken tower. Magician's here. Hello, magician. Annihilation of the self is liberty. Okay. I'll talk to the physician. Why would I just ignore him? I collect everybody. All things are in vain unless we choose to believe differently. Join me. Continue. Wait, go to the palace, I guess. Speak to the king. You didn't fail. We are here. Join me, king. Cool. Retrieve the mosaic. Help me, ghosts. What if I got all the ghosts if it would have been full? Okay. Sure, there's a lot to read into that, but I am not doing that in my playthrough. Argument simulator, let's go. I can argue. I'll pick Socrates. It's not true. That's the opposite of the truth. This is obviously incorrect. I can contradict you. The contradiction is self-defeating. I question your axiomatic principles. Your question begs your assertion. The foundations of your thinking are incorrect. I said the opposite. This is obviously incorrect. No, it isn't. I can contradict you. Now, what do we agree? Yeah, I figured this was going to be an endless loop until he did that. So I'm good. The noise should die down soonish, hopefully. It's hard to tell.
Attention all citizens. The Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition is now open to visitors. However, please note that due to an unauthorized strike, public transport will be temporarily unavailable. May the founder be with you.
Alright, who do we have here? A Tal.
1K, welcome back to the city. As you can tell, your discoveries have had quite the impact.
I heard your speech.
I decided to take a stand. It started with what you said about extending our cat's lifespans, actually. That got me thinking about our responsibilities towards other life forms. What's life to most living creatures? Fear, hunger, pain, and in the end, death. Involuntary cessation of existence. That's horrifying, 1K, horrifying. And we are the only ones who can make it better.
Somehow I'm not surprised it started from me talking about cats. What's ethical duty in
If
this?
suffering is evil, and it is, then our responsibility is to lessen it, not only in ourselves, but everywhere. I don't think we can eliminate it, but we can lessen it, and we have to.
I mean, you're assuming that suffering is evil. I think it's natural.
Natural? What does that even mean? Natural means nothing in terms of ethics. Here's the question, 1K. Is suffering good? Is it the way things should be?
No, it's bad, but we can't change it.
Well, that's objectively wrong. Our whole history is an exercise in lessening suffering. Take my cat. She lives a better life in New Jerusalem than she would in the wild. She suffers less. Or think about medicine. How many awful diseases did our ancestors eradicate?
I take your point, but it'd be very difficult to achieve on the kind of scale you're talking about.
So, lots of necessary things are very difficult to do. We're the species that eradicated polio. went to the moon, created artificial intelligence. We need to start thinking bigger.
I'll have to think about this.
Do that. It's more than most people do. But that might be changing.
I'm trying my best to help block out the excess sound, but I don't think it works very well.
May the founder be with you.
Okay. Is there anything in here? Kitty, no!
Founder's blessings.
Calliope. Oh, the kitties. Luna smells like tuna. Alright, what do you have for me, Helga?
1K. What can I do for you?
What can you do for me?
Whoa. Inner peace doesn't come cheap. Come back when you've got 1,000 credits.
Okay.
So, something else perhaps?
Nah.
Please come back if...
Same dialogue as before, so I don't need to care about it. Hey look, protest. Public transportation must be safe. We deserve a functional city, and it's Damien. Hey Damien. Talk to you in a sec. Let me just go. Look at this. Curai. Vitra. I believe that's it. Okay, let's talk to Damien. Oh. Yes, there he is. Yo, Damien!
Welcome back, 1K. Sorry, can't let you through. We're on strike.
I literally just walked around you. What's going on?
Yesterday, there was a sudden brownout in the grid, and we almost had a derailment. We've been warning the mayor for months, and all he ever gives us is waffle about the goal. This can't go on.
No. Maybe. No. Maybe. Because they do have a point. You know what? I support.
Thank you. Your support means a lot to us. We need to get through to people. I heard it 15 times when he was practicing it. I think Atal, like many of us, feels that the time for change is long overdue. The technology you uncovered on the island is the final catalyst for that change, or it should be.
Okay. Have fun with your strike. That's not actually doing anything. Doors in Stilton. That's Cornelius. Is he walking towards me? No, he's going over there. Purple.
Dude, you're back from the island. So glad you're okay, dude. Especially after what happened to Byron.
It should have been me. Cornelius is standing right next to you, but how's New Jerusalem?
Lately, a lot of folks have been saying maybe that Byron dude is right after all. Like, maybe to really be excellent to each other, we have to build something new and bodacious. I don't know what will happen now that he's had that bogus accident.
Alright, let's ask.
Yeah, I come here all the time. He's a wise dude. I've asked him a lot of dumb questions, and he's always taken the time to answer them.
So you have the coloring I want. I want to be purple. Anything else in here before I go and do that? Mitku, no. No. Julian. All the puzzles stay the same. Cool. so no point in redoing everything. We got, what ones are these guys reading again? Yes. Puzzle, 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 we're good. Okay. Alright, Cornelius. Tell me, are you real or are you a replicant?
Oh,
Nice,
Unke.
neat.
What are you doing here?
I'm looking for corn.
Ah, I assume it has something to do with your expedition?
Sure does.
I must admit I haven't been following the news. Sorry, been a little lost lately.
Are you okay?
No, not really. When you asked me what I would do now that my job is redundant, I don't know, I guess I hadn't thought about it. I had just focused on getting there. And after you left, it all just rushed over me. The truth is, I don't know who I am without this. Creating new life, guiding people into existence, that's who I am. More importantly, I think that's who I want to be.
Good.
And if we stop growing, that's the one thing I can't be anymore. That's why I wanted to talk to Cornelius. He was there at the beginning. He knows where we came from. I thought he might help me understand where I could go next.
You shouldn't have to give up who you are.
Thank you, 1K. I don't want to. I liked who I was. Who I still am. Now, you said you were looking for Cornelius?
Yes, but then you said you were too.
Oh, that's... well, I suppose it shouldn't really come as a surprise. They were very close, you know. After she disappeared, he went away for a long time. On a research expedition, he said. To be honest, everyone assumed he was working out his grief over being left behind. Many of the first companions were deeply shocked by her decision, particularly Byron.
Where is he?
That's the thing. I wanted to talk to him about my future, but he wasn't responding to my messages. So I came here to talk to him, and he seems to have vanished.
Can I access his terminal?
I suppose so. It seems a little unethical, but then it is just his work terminal, right?
And did you check his house?
I did, on my way here. And I messaged most of his other friends. He doesn't seem to be anywhere in the city at all.
Sorry about all the bumping to the mic. I'm trying to block excess noise.
No. The truth is that for the longest time, he barely left the museum. He was always at his terminal, working day and night. I asked him what he was doing once, and he said he was saving the past.
Okay.
Good luck with everything, 1K. And thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Anytime. Notes. Lab location inaccessible. Deliberate? Unclear. User profile? Yes. Gold puzzles as barrier? Yes. Hidden as self-protection? Likely. External help for upload? Yes. Ask Herman? No. Trust 1K? Undecided. Applicable to Calvin? No. Applicable to Sarabai? With Noma? Yes. Rec Final 2. Sending it to you,
this
cute?
is what Cornelius was working on? Strange. It looks a bit like the blueprints for the Somnodrome, but no, it's not quite that. Is he trying to isolate something in the buffer? Maybe Melville can make sense of it, but I think this might be a dead end.
I need to finish up with the mayor. You can head back to the VTOL whenever you're ready. I'll meet you there. No rush, though.
Oh, I've already...
We must listen to the wisdom of the ancient writers, or we will fail the Founder's trial. The megastructure must be rejected.
Listen to the ancient writers. We must be humble. Hey Malduck, who are you?
You are the Founder's chosen, but you are in grave danger of going astray. Heed my words, 1K. If you fail this trial, a year from now, New Jerusalem will lie in ruins.
Tell me more.
The truth is written in the books of our ancestors. In every one of them, the same story is told, again and again, that the pursuit of knowledge can only lead to death and grief. That is what all the great ancient visionaries foresaw. Listen to their warnings. Seek happiness in tranquility. And avoid ambition.
No. They can easily close up. That's true.
The very idea of a better future is what's rotten. That is what the ancients were trying to tell us. All the problems of the world come from those who think the world needs to be improved.
So we shouldn't even try and make things better.
Yes, progress is a fantasy. Things never truly change. All we can do is prevent our hubris from making things worse.
Alright. Don't think the noise is going to get anybody anytime soon, so I might end this early. Thanks for joining me on this trip back to the city, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.